The Center for Empowerment and Resource Development is a non-government organization established in 1978. The Philippine peso has depreciated and the country was in economic crisis. Unemployment rate was at its highest in history. A political crisis was also brewing. CERD, during that period of time, deepened its understanding of fisherfolk's situation. In 1983, CERD became an institution focusing on the municipal fisheries sector. It is one of the pioneer NGOs to focus on the fisheries sector and fisheries issues. Located in Surigao del Sur province in the northeastern part of Mindanao, the second largest island in the Philippines, the municipality of Hinatuan is home to more than 40,000 people living in 24 villages. Roughly 1,560 villagers are fisherfolk. These people live against a backdrop of mangrove thickets and patch reefs, which harbor a rich source of marine life, including various reef fishes, clams, crabs, and other shellfish, 5 marine turtle species, 8 seagrass species, and commercially valuable species such as sea cucumbers, abalone, and rabbitfish, as well as the sea cow, an endangered marine mammal. The main threats to Hinatuan's natural resources include continuous mangrove cutting for building fish ponds, illegal fishing practices, and overfishing. Use of dynamite and triple mesh nets has led to a decline in the health of the bay and its available harvest. Goatfish, which had been abundant in the bay throughout the 1970s to the 1980s, has all disappeared since 1994. In addition, commercial fishers were using big boats and high-tech gear encroach into bay waters, competing with the local fishers. The siltation of seagrass beds from limestone quarrying and algal overgrowth due to domestic wastes has become another threat. Based on these threats, the Fishery Integrated Resource Management for Economic Development Program came to Hinatuan in 1996. It has been the most comprehensive among FIRMED sites. FIRMED is a multidisciplinary approach to fisheries management. It integrates development community organizing, capability building, human resource development, sustainable fisheries management, socio-economic and enterprise development, rehabilitation and conservation work, policy advocacy and networking, and institutional development towards addressing the problems and issues of men and women fishers and the entire coastal community. The program has increased marine species diversity from 37 identified species to 76 species. It has reduced cases of illegal blast fishing and coral quarrying. A total of 8 marine protected areas have been established in 8 villages. 136 hectares of mangrove area was also replanted by the communities. In addition, endangered species found in the area are being protected. These include giant clams, sea cow, and marine turtles. The Gender and Development Program facilitates the development of gender-responsive projects among coastal communities. It provides relevant interventions at the household, fishers organizations, and community levels through gender-responsive researches, capacity building, creation of mechanisms for equal participation of men and women in development activities and decision-making processes. CERD also networks with other NGOs who were working with the fisherfolk sector. The networking activities validated that fisherfolk problems and issues were similar nationwide and roots of these were the laws favoring big commercial fishing business and political warlords. At the same time, CERD and the NGO network were facilitating various fisherfolk consultations at provincial, regional, and national level to draw the public's attention to the plight of the small fisherfolk. A network of NGOs and national fisherfolk federations launched a national advocacy agenda to change existing laws to favor the small fisherfolk. Topping the agenda is the Abolition of Fisheries Decree of 1975. These groups were able to work for the approval of Republic Act 8550, known as the Fisheries Code of 1998. The code replaced the Fisheries Decree of 1975. How to come up with effective measures to reduce vulnerabilities in terms of food security, tenured settlements, livelihood and health, and how to increase capacities of communities to secure disaster-resilient livelihoods has become another challenge for CERD.